My social agents. What is socialization? Socialization is the lifelong process in which we learn the norms, beliefs, values, and expectations bestowed upon us by different agents or influences in our lives. What are agents of socialization? Agents of socialization are the people in our lives who impress or influence the norms, beliefs, values, and expectations that we strive to live by in our everyday lives. I would have to say my first agent of socialization would be my family, the one I was born and raised in. I grew up in a blended family of 8 children, 5 boys, 3 girls. I was the baby in the family. My father, adopted father, was a disabled government worker, and our mother worked endless hours all the time. They were always struggling to pay the bills, put food on the table, and provide for us kids. Education was never pushed. Neither of my parents finished school. My father made it to the ninth grade, and my mother made it to the eighth grade. None of my siblings finished school either. Sure, my parents would argue with my siblings every morning to get up and get ready for school, but only until they were old enough to quit school altogether and get a job. This would put me on the path of wanting to do better with my life, a path to wanting to be successful. Seeing my parents' beliefs and values while growing up made me determined. I wanted to be excited for school. I wanted to get good grades. I wanted an education. It's the one thing that I thought would set me apart and make life different so maybe I wouldn't struggle. So I decided I would go to high school, I would graduate, I'd get a job, and then maybe, just maybe, I wouldn't have to struggle like they did. My second agent of socialization would be my peers. I was never very popular growing up. I wore the hand me down clothes, Walmart and Dollar General shoes. I was picked on quite a bit. My freshman year, I moved to a different school, smaller school. I was friends with everyone, even the popular kids. This is where those newly found beliefs and values kind of went out the window. I would go out on school nights, stay out all hours and weekends. I was introduced to my first alcoholic beverage and marijuana. By age 16, I went to a party and met someone who was 23. He was dreamy. I found myself talking to him when I could. Long story short, I'm a junior in high school, pregnant at 16. Now I can't go out anymore because I have to find a job and start saving for the baby. Daddy to be, well, he no longer wanted anything to do with me. Senior year, I got a little bit of freedom, what little time I did have with a 6-month-old at home. I'd go bowling with friends on the weekends, and that's where I let them set me up with someone, yet again, older than me. Fast forward to the middle of senior year. I'm 18, and once again, I'm pregnant. Daddy to be is an alcoholic and abusive partner. The one belief and value I tried to hang on to was staying with my second child's father. But the abuse I endured while I was pregnant, it got to be too much. I decided to concentrate on my grades and graduate. In May of '99, I was the first to graduate high school out of my family. End of senior year, I ended up kindling a relationship with someone I first met at age 12. My cousin brought him to church. My first real crush at only 12 years old. We are together to this day. This is my family. Mass media. Growing up in a strict conservative household led me to certain beliefs. As I grew into an adult, I read more news, I researched, and I came up with my own beliefs with things like religion, politics, mass media such as television, newspapers, internet, and radio helped influence my truths, my values, and what is expected, or what I think is expected in our society. Other agents of socialization, religion. I grew up in my papa's Pentecostal church. I learned rather quick of the values and beliefs my papa held true. No pants, no shorts, no makeup, no haircuts. I would live by this until I was about 13 years old. My mother and father started having marital problems, so church was no longer a necessity. School. This is where I would learn about rules and regulations. I would learn about the government and how it's supposed to work. I learned of other cultures that exist besides my own, but they were never in depth. College would provide me the knowledge to help me better understand the government and other cultures. It just took me a few years to get there. Government. All the government. It tells us when we get to drive, vote, smoke, drink, draw Medicare, and retire. It has its own laws that we must live by in order to stay out of trouble and out of jail. Everything that I have been through in my life has helped me find myself, my beliefs and values. Be kind, love, and respect everyone. This is what's most important to me. I tell my kids to live a life of acceptance, kindness, love, and with a respect for everyone, so that they are hopefully treated in the same manner. They know of my struggles, my husband's struggles. They know that they want even more in life than what we could provide them. My own expectations for myself, they must benefit my husband, my children, and myself. Thank you. My social agents.